welcome to my channel. Subscribe, listen, and enjoy my stories every day. The sun hangs low in the sky as I drive toward the village, my mind wandering through the memories that flicker like the passing trees. The air carries the scent of pine and earth, a refreshing contrast to the smog of the city I've left behind. It's supposed to be a break, a chance to reconnect with family. But even in the peacefulness of this drive, a knot tightens in my stomach, a reminder of Mealy. She stayed back for a bachelorette party with her friends, a phrase that sounds innocent but feels heavy with unspoken meaning. I chuckle bitterly at the thought. I wonder how many bachelorette parties can one girl attend in a year before it stops being a celebration and becomes a cover. I shake my head, trying to dispel the thought. It's unfair, really. I had trusted her, but now doubt shadows every memory. A few days later, after the familial warmth fades into mundane routines, my friend Alex calls, breaking the quiet of my village retreat. Hey, man. How about hitting the bathhouse tonight? It'll be fun. I'll call some girls to join us. I'm not really feeling it, I reply, the image of Mealy flickering in my mind. I'd rather not. Come on. It's just a chill night. No one's going to touch you, I promise, Alex insists, his laughter infectious. The more he talks, the more I feel the pressure of camaraderie. What harm could it do? Fine, but only for a little while, I concede, knowing full well it's a bad idea. That evening, the bathhouse buzzes with warmth and laughter, the steam curling around us like a comforting blanket. The atmosphere is light, filled with the chatter of friends and the sound of splashing water. Yet, beneath the jovial surface, my mind races. I try to shake off my unease, leaning into the conversation with Alex and the others. Then, the door swings open. Laughter spills in, vibrant and electric. My heart sinks as I see them, Mealy's friends, dressed for a night of fun, their voices bright and carefree. But my breath catches when I spot her among them, radiant and alive, as if nothing else mattered. What the hell? I murmur, disbelief slicing through me. I try to dismiss it as a trick of the light, but as I watch, my heart plummets. There she is, Mealy, entwined with Alex, her lips brushing against his in a way that strips me of breath and rationality. Hey, man, you okay? Alex's voice pulls me from my stunned silence, but it's too late. The betrayal hits like a punch to the gut. I turn my back, the laughter and warmth fading into a distant echo. Rage bubbles within me, hot and uncontrollable. My mind races, calculating my next move. The betrayal is not just a personal wound, it's a blow to my pride, my trust. I can't let it slide. I won't let her think she can get away with this. Later that night, I confront Mealy in the small hours, the air thick with tension. You think I wouldn't find out? I demand, my voice low and dangerous. She stands frozen, shock spreading across her face like a wildfire. Mikhail, I can explain, she stutters, her facade cracking. No need, I interject, stepping closer, feeling the weight of her lies pressing down on me. You've ruined everything, Mealy. You've made your choice. Please, just listen. Listen. You think I'm going to listen after what I saw? You were with Alex, in our bathhouse. I trusted you. The betrayal feels like a blade, sharp and unyielding, and I revel in the power that comes with my rage. Her eyes dart around the room, searching for an escape, for a way to justify the unjustifiable. It meant nothing, Mikhail. It was just fun. Fun? I scoff, the word tasting bitter on my tongue. You've turned my life into a joke. Mealy's face flushes, a mixture of guilt and defiance. You don't understand. No, I understand perfectly, I cut her off. And now, you'll understand my revenge. Days pass, each moment stretching into eternity. I concoct my plan meticulously, my mind sharpening with each thought. Mealy has lived in the illusion of freedom for too long. I'll expose her for who she really is, strip her of the life she loves. It's not just revenge, it's justice. As I sit in the quiet of the village, a sense of purpose ignites within me. This isn't just about ending a marriage, it's about reclaiming my life. I won't let her betrayal define me. Instead, I will rise from these ashes, stronger and unyielding. Are you ready for this, Mealy? I whisper to the empty air, a promise to myself that this isn't the end, but the beginning of something much greater. The end of our story is just the prologue to my triumph. The sun creeps over the horizon, spilling golden light into my small village home. I sit at the rickety kitchen table, a steaming cup of coffee in hand, staring at the walls that once held laughter and love. Now, they feel like a prison, reminders of a life I no longer recognize. Today marks the start of my retribution, and my heart races at the thought. I pull out my phone, scrolling through my contacts until I find Alex's name. His laughter echoes in my mind, a sound that now stings. I need him to help me enact my plan. With each ring, my resolve hardens. Hey, man. What's up? Alex answers, his voice bright and unsuspecting. Can we meet? I reply, trying to keep my tone steady. Sure. Where? The cafe near the park. I'll be there in 20. When I arrive, the cafe buzzes with morning energy. The aroma of fresh pastries wafts through the air, but I can't appreciate it. My mind races, concocting a plan that will unravel Mealy's carefully constructed facade. I spot Alex at a corner table, waving cheerfully. Hey, he grins as I sit down. What's going on? I take a deep breath, the weight of my words heavy. I need your help with something important. Sure, what's up? He leans in, curiosity dancing in his eyes. I glance around, ensuring no one is listening. I want to expose Mealy for who she really is. Alex's brow furrows. What do you mean? I saw her with you in the bathhouse, Alex. You two were all over each other, I say, anger boiling beneath the surface. Dude, it was just a kiss. It didn't mean anything, he defends, but I'm not interested in excuses. Exactly. It meant nothing. And that's the point. I want to show everyone how unfaithful she is. I want her to feel the consequences of her actions, I say, my voice cold and determined. Whoa, man, are you sure this is a good idea? He hesitates, glancing around nervously. This isn't just a whim, Alex. It's about taking back control. I won't let her walk away unscathed after what she did, I say, leaning closer. I need you to help me set the stage. His expression shifts, intrigue overtaking concern. Okay, I'm listening. Here's the plan. I want you to invite some of our friends to a gathering, but don't mention Mealy. Make it sound casual. Then, I'll drop the bombshell when everyone is there. I want her to see the shock on their faces. I want her to know she's not invincible, I explain, the excitement creeping into my voice. Alex nods slowly. That could work, but you realize this could blow up in your face, right? Let it, I say, a fierce determination rising within me. It's time she understands the impact of her choices. The days pass in a blur of planning and anticipation. Alex takes the lead, spreading the word about the gathering. I spend my time rehearsing the speech I'll deliver, the one that will unveil Mealy's betrayal. Each rehearsal sharpens my resolve, fueling the fire of revenge that burns within me. Finally, the day arrives. I feel a mix of adrenaline and dread as I prepare for the evening. My heart thuds heavily in my chest as I dress, choosing a simple shirt that contrasts my inner turmoil. I glance in the mirror, forcing a confident smile, even though uncertainty claws at my insides. As the sun sets, casting a warm glow over the village, I make my way to the meeting spot, a large open area where friends gather, laughter echoing in the air. The atmosphere is festive, with lights strung overhead and a barbecue sizzling nearby. My friends greet me warmly, but I can barely focus. I scan the crowd for Mealy. "Hey, man, glad you made it." Alex claps me on the back, his energy contagious. "Where's Mealy?" I ask, trying to keep my voice casual. "She'll be here soon," he assures me, a glimmer of mischief in his eyes. "Trust me, this is going to be epic." My pulse quickens as I see her arrive, her laughter ringing like a bell. She glances around, her eyes landing on me, a smile brightening her face. It feels like a slap, and my gut twists in response. "Mikhail," she calls, approaching with a confidence I once admired. "Hey, Mealy," I reply, my tone flat. "Are you having fun?" she asks, oblivious to the storm brewing behind my calm facade. "Just waiting for everyone to gather," I say, forcing a smile that doesn't reach my eyes. As the group swells, I can feel the tension building in my chest. I watch Mealy mingle, laughing with friends, unaware of the impending chaos. Finally, Alex gestures for attention, and the chatter quiets down. "Guys, we've got something special planned tonight," he announces, his eyes darting toward me. "Mikhail has something to share with us." I step forward, my heart racing. The moment is here. "Thanks, Alex," I say, my voice steady despite the whirlwind inside. "I want to talk about trust, specifically, trust that's been broken." A murmur runs through the crowd, curiosity piqued. Mealy's smile falters, confusion flickering in her eyes. "What do you mean?" she asks, her voice barely above a whisper. "I mean, trust that's been shattered by infidelity," I say, watching as realization dawns on her face. Gasps fill the air, and the room grows silent. I feel a surge of satisfaction as Mealy's cheeks flush with embarrassment. "I caught Mealy with someone close to us." "You know him well," I say, locking eyes with Alex, whose expression has shifted to one of panic. "What are you talking about?" Mealy shoots back, anger sparking in her eyes. "The truth, Mealy." "Everyone deserves to know the truth," I reply, my voice rising. "You were in our bathhouse, kissing Alex." The shock ripples through the group, eyes darting between us, disbelief written across their faces. Mealy's expression transforms from defiance to desperation. "Mikhail, please," she pleads, but the crowd's attention is no longer on her. "Is this true?" one of our friends asks Alex, disbelief etched in his features. "Yeah, it was just a kiss." Alex stammers, sweat beading on his forehead. "Just a kiss? With my wife?" I challenge, the venom in my voice palpable. As the tension mounts, Mealy stumbles back, struggling to gather her thoughts. "You don't understand," she cries, her voice breaking. "Don't understand what?" "That you've betrayed me. That you think you can live a double life and get away with it." I counter, feeling empowered by the gathering's collective disbelief. The night spirals into chaos as friends turn against Mealy, questions flying, accusations slashing through the air. I stand back, a mix of triumph and heartbreak swirling within me. Mealy's world is crumbling, and I can't help but feel a twinge of satisfaction. But deep down, the weight of the betrayal lingers, a constant reminder of what I've lost. I've exposed her, but at what cost to my own heart? As the night wears on, I realize this is only the beginning of my journey. The plot thickens, and I can't shake the feeling that the true repercussions of our actions are yet to unfold. Revenge may feel sweet in the moment, but it often comes at a steep price. And I'm only starting to understand what that price might be. The atmosphere in the open area is electric, charged with disbelief and anger. I stand in the center of it all, my heart racing, a mix of exhilaration and dread coursing through me. The once friendly faces of my friends are now painted with shock, betrayal, and a hint of confusion. Mealy stands there, the veneer of confidence shattered, her eyes darting around as if searching for an escape from the chaos I've unleashed. "What do you think you're doing, Mikhail?" she snaps, her voice cutting through the tension like a knife. "You're ruining everything." "I'm ruining everything," I respond, incredulity lacing my tone. "You did that the moment you decided to kiss Alex." Alex, caught in the crossfire, shifts uncomfortably. "Guys, let's all just take a breath." "No," I shout, silencing him. "She needs to own this. You both need to own it." Mealy's friends begin to murmur among themselves, their expressions a mixture of disbelief and pity. "I can't believe you'd air this out in front of everyone," she continues, her voice trembling but defiant. "This is so low." "Low? What's low is betraying your husband. You made your bed, Mealy, now lie in it." I shoot back, feeling the heat of anger rise within me, pushing me to speak louder, more assertively. The crowd shifts, some moving closer, while others back away, sensing the tension thickening in the air. I glance around, seeing old friends' faces I've shared laughter and secrets with, now marred by this betrayal. This isn't just about you two anymore. It's about everyone who trusted you. What do you want from me? Mealy's voice cracks, desperation seeping through her bravado. Do you want me to apologize? To beg for forgiveness? I want you to understand the weight of your actions, I say, my voice firm but the pain of the situation gnawing at my insides. You think this is just fun? You're toying with people's hearts. Mikhail, please. She steps closer, but I hold my ground. We can work through this. Just give me a chance to explain. Explain what? How you shattered my trust. How you turned our marriage into a farce. I shake my head, the anger coursing through me too potent to ignore. There's nothing left to explain. Can we all just sit down and talk this out? Alex interjects, attempting to ease the brewing storm. Talk? What's there to talk about? I snap, feeling the weight of betrayal press down on me. I want everyone to know the truth. Mealy has chosen her path, and now she must face the consequences. The murmurs grow louder, and I can feel the crowd's interest shifting, some people pulling out their phones, ready to record or post. This feels like a public execution, and I'm both the executioner and the one being sacrificed. But there's a thrill in my veins, a rush of power I haven't felt in ages. What do you want, Mikhail? A divorce? Is that what you're looking for? Mealy challenges, her voice rising above the din. Damn right I want a divorce. You've made your choice. You chose Alex over me. I feel the tears threatening to spill, but I refuse to show weakness. Don't you dare put this on me, she fires back, her eyes blazing. You think I wanted this? Clearly, you did. I shout, the frustration boiling over. You didn't care enough about our marriage to stop it. You just let it happen. At that moment, one of Mealy's friends, Sarah, steps forward, her voice calm but firm. Mikhail, maybe we should all take a step back. This is a lot for everyone to process. Let's just sit down, breathe, and figure this out like adults. Adults? I scoff. This isn't about being an adult, it's about facing the truth. Mealy made a choice, and now she has to deal with the fallout. Mealy's eyes soften for a moment, a flicker of regret passing through. I'm sorry, Mikhail. I really am. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. Sorry doesn't cut it anymore, I reply, the bitterness seeping into my words. You've broken everything we built. As the conversations swirl around me, I can't shake the sense of impending doom. I've opened Pandora's box, and now I must face the chaos that follows. The group slowly dissipates, leaving me standing there, alone with Mealy and Alex. Are you satisfied now? Mealy hisses, her anger morphing into something more profound, vulnerability. I'll be satisfied when I'm free from your lies, I reply, my voice steady. What do you think this will achieve? Alex interrupts, his expression stricken. You're tearing apart friendships here, Mikhail. No, they're the ones who tore it apart, I argue, my chest tightening with the weight of this confrontation. I'm merely exposing the truth. The friendships you valued were built on a lie. Mealy shakes her head, her eyes pleading. You think this is the end of everything? We can work through this together. We can fix what's broken. I step back, feeling the distance between us grow. There's no fixing this, Mealy. You've made your choices, and now you'll have to live with the consequences. You want to act like it's just a game. It's not. It's my life you're playing with. The tension hangs heavy in the air, filled with unsaid words and lingering emotions. The rest of the crowd has drifted away, leaving only the three of us to grapple with the fallout of the night. What's your plan now? Alex asks, anxiety creeping into his tone. I don't know yet, I admit, my voice weary. But I know I can't stay here. I need time to think. You're just going to walk away? Mealy demands, the hurt evident in her voice. You can't just leave like this. I turn to face her, my heart heavy. What choice do I have? You've left me no other option. I can't be here, pretending everything is fine when it's not. With that, I stride away, leaving behind the echoes of shattered trust and broken promises. As I walk through the dimly lit streets, the weight of my actions settles on my shoulders. I feel the thrill of revenge intertwine with the deep sadness of a life I once cherished. But amidst the turmoil, a small flicker of determination ignites within me. I won't allow this betrayal to define me. I will rebuild, stronger and more resilient. Mealy and Alex may have taken something from me, but I refuse to be their victim. This is not the end of my story, it's merely the beginning of my retribution. As the night deepens, I can't shake the feeling that the best is yet to come. The path ahead may be fraught with challenges, but I am ready to face whatever comes next. The game has changed, and I intend to play it to win. Days turn into weeks, and the air in the village feels thick with unresolved tension. I've kept my distance from Mealy and Alex, trying to process the wreckage left in the wake of their betrayal. Each night, I return to my empty home, the silence echoing my loneliness. It's suffocating, but I know I must forge ahead. My plan for revenge is simmering, waiting for the right moment to boil over. One evening, I sit at the kitchen table, staring at the remnants of the life we once shared. The phone buzzes, breaking the stillness. It's a message from Alex, can we talk? I scoff, anger bubbling up again. Talk. What is there left to say? I ignore it, but the message gnaws at me. Later, as I walk through the village, I spot Alex near the old cafe. He's pacing, his expression tense, clearly waiting for someone, maybe even me. Part of me wants to confront him, but I hesitate, wrestling with conflicting emotions. Finally, I approach, arms crossed defensively. What do you want, Alex? I ask, keeping my voice level. I need to explain myself, Mikhail, he says, his voice earnest. I never meant for any of this to happen. It was a stupid mistake. A stupid mistake. You kissed my wife, Alex. It wasn't just a stupid mistake, it was a choice, and you chose betrayal. I hiss, feeling the fury swell within me. I'm sorry, he pleads, desperation creeping into his tone. We were both drunk, and it just happened. It didn't mean anything to me. Doesn't mean anything. I scoff, rage boiling over. It meant everything to me. You've destroyed our lives. As the words spill out, I realize I can't keep dragging this pain with me. I need to rid myself of it entirely. You and Mealy both deserve to feel the weight of your betrayal, I say, a cold clarity settling over me. And I'll make sure you do. What are you talking about? Alex's brow furrows, confusion mingling with fear. Just wait and see, I reply, a cruel smile curling at the edges of my lips. The next few days are filled with meticulous planning. I gather evidence, text messages, photos, snippets of conversations that expose the truth behind Mealy's actions. I want to ruin her reputation, strip her of the facade she's so carefully crafted. It's time for the world to see her for who she really is. I reach out to a few mutual friends, inviting them to a gathering at my house under the pretense of a reconciliation. Let's clear the air, I tell them, feigning sincerity. I want Mealy and Alex to walk into a trap, one where they'll be exposed for their deceit. As the night of the gathering arrives, a sense of anticipation crackles in the air. My friends trickle in, laughter filling the room, masking the dark intentions swirling in my mind. I keep my focus on the door, waiting for Mealy and Alex to arrive. The moment they step inside, I feel a rush of adrenaline. Mikhail, I'm glad you called. Mealy beams, her smile faltering slightly when she sees the serious expressions on the faces of our friends. Glad you could make it, I reply, my voice deceptively calm. Let's get started, shall we? The laughter fades, replaced by an uneasy silence. I clear my throat, the moment of truth upon me. I wanted us all to gather tonight because I think it's important we discuss what really happened, I begin, locking eyes with Mealy. What are you talking about? She asks, her voice rising with panic. Let's talk about betrayal, I say, pulling out my phone and projecting the damning evidence onto the wall. Text messages, photos, each piece of information revealing the web of deceit Mealy has spun. Gasps echo through the room as shock washes over my friends' faces. Mikhail, please. Mealy's face pales, and she grabs my arm, desperation etched across her features. This isn't fair. Fair? I echo, feeling a sense of triumph. What's fair is exposing you for who you are. This is the real you, Mealy. Alex stands there, frozen, his face shifting from confusion to horror. Mikhail, you can't do this, he implores. You're making a mistake. A mistake. I laugh, the sound bitter. You're the mistake. Both of you are. The room fills with hushed whispers as my friends process the betrayal unfolding before them. I feel a wave of satisfaction wash over me, but it's soon eclipsed by the realization of how far I've fallen. The joy I imagined this moment would bring is clouded by the darkness of vengeance. You think this will make you feel better? Mealy's voice trembles as she looks around, shame and anger flooding her features. You're only hurting yourself. No, Mealy, you're wrong, I reply, my heart hardening. This is for my peace of mind. I won't let you play the victim anymore. As the tension escalates, I watch as Mealy's friends turn away from her, the bond that once held them together unraveling. She looks lost, vulnerable, and for a fleeting moment, I wonder if I've gone too far. I can't believe you'd do this, Alex mutters, his face pale. We were friends, Mikhail. Friends? I sneer. You both crossed a line, and now you'll face the consequences. In that moment, I feel a rush of power, a heady mix of control and satisfaction. But beneath it all lies an emptiness I can't ignore. I have successfully shattered Mealy's world, but at what cost? Get out, I say, my voice steady but laced with a cold finality. Get out of my life and never come back. Mealy's eyes well up with tears, and she looks around the room, searching for support, but her friends avoid her gaze, clearly conflicted. With a final, desperate glance at me, she turns and storms out, Alex following closely behind, his head hanging low. The door slams shut, and a deafening silence fills the room. My friends begin to murmur, processing what just transpired. I stand there, the adrenaline fading, leaving behind a bitter taste of regret. "What have you done?" one of them finally asks, their tone accusing. "I've freed myself," I reply, but the words feel hollow. In the aftermath of my revenge, I can't shake the feeling that I've lost something essential. As the gathering breaks up, I find myself standing alone, staring at the empty door. The laughter and camaraderie that once filled my home are replaced by echoes of betrayal. The high I once felt has dissolved into a crushing weight of loneliness. Weeks later, the village buzzes with rumors of Mealy's fall from grace. She's become a pariah, whispered about in cafes and streets alike. I should feel vindicated, but the emptiness lingers. The friends I once cherished have drifted away, and I find myself trapped in the fallout of my own making. I retreat into solitude, consumed by regret and bitterness. The thrill of revenge has turned sour, revealing the stark truth that betrayal cuts both ways. In my quest to destroy Mealy and Alex, I've destroyed myself. One evening, as I sit alone, I receive a final message from Mealy: "You've won, but at what cost?" The question lingers, haunting me as I gaze out the window at the fading light. The village that once felt like home now seems foreign, a reminder of a life I can never reclaim. In my heart, I know the truth: revenge may have been sweet for a moment, but it leaves nothing but emptiness in its wake. I've severed ties with the past, but it haunts me still, a specter of betrayal that will follow me for the rest of my days. And in that realization, I find myself truly alone, a prisoner of my own making.